Would you rather have $100 right now or $150 a year from now? If you're like most people, you took the 100. And on paper, that's a terrible trade. That's a 50% return for doing nothing. No investment on earth pays that reliably. So why did your brain scream, take the money? Because your brain doesn't see one person in that question. It sees two. There's you right now holding the cash. And there's some stranger a year away who may or may not exist. And your brain will always feed the person in the room before it feeds a stranger. Today I'm going to show you why your brain is hardwired to choose broke now over rich later. Why this one glitch explains your savings account better than your salary does, and the 3 tricks that flip it. Let's get into it. Start with the mechanism. Economists call it delay discounting. The further away a reward is, the less your brain values it. And the drop-off is not gradual, it's a cliff. Rewards available right now light up the oldest, most emotional parts of your brain. Rewards weeks or months away barely register. Researchers have a name for the shape of that cliff: hyperbolic discounting. In plain English, your brain massively overvalues today and undervalues everything after it. $1 tonight can feel worth more than $3 next year, even though your calculator disagrees. And before you get frustrated with yourself, understand where this comes from. Your brain was built for a world of scarcity. For most of human history, a reward you didn't grab immediately was a reward someone else ate. Waiting was not a virtue. Waiting was a risk. The people who grabbed now survived, and you inherited their wiring. The problem is you're running that ancient software in a world of retirement accounts, compound interest, and 40-year time horizons. Your survival instincts and your financial interests are now pointed in opposite directions. Now here's the part that stopped me cold when I first read it. Neuroscientists put people in brain scanners and asked them to think about themselves today, themselves in the future, and then a complete stranger. Here's what the scans showed. For a lot of people, thinking about their future self activated the same pattern as thinking about the stranger. Read that again. To your brain, future you might literally be a different person. So when you're deciding whether to save, you're not choosing between spending and saving. You're choosing between giving money to yourself and giving money to someone you've never met. No wonder the retirement account loses. And like everything on this channel, this hits some people harder than others. If you grew up where money was unpredictable, where promises about later didn't reliably come true, your brain learned a rational lesson. Later is not guaranteed, so take the sure thing now. That's not a character flaw. In the environment where you learned it, it was the smart play. It just stopped being the smart play, and nobody sent your brain the memo. There's one more multiplier: vagueness. The blurrier your picture of the future, the harder your brain discounts it. Someday I'll retire is a fog, and your brain does not sacrifice for fog. Let's put a number on what this glitch costs, because it's staggering. Wealth is not built by big salaries, it's built by time. A few $100s a month, started in your 20s, can quietly grow into a 7-figure retirement. The same money, started in your 40s, gets you a fraction of that. Nothing about the person changed, only the years did. That means present bias doesn't just cost you the money you didn't save. It costs you the decades of growth that money never got. Every year of I'll start next year is the most expensive year of the delay, because it's the earliest one. Your brain treats waiting as neutral. Mathematically, waiting is the loss. And once again, the modern world is built to exploit the glitch. Buy now, pay later, instant delivery, streaks and notifications engineered around the next 5 seconds of your attention. An entire economy profits when you stay locked in the present tense. So how do you beat wiring this old? Same answer as always on this channel. Not willpower, structure. 3 moves. Move 1, make future you a real person. In one famous study, researchers showed people digitally aged photos of their own faces, and those people immediately chose to save more for retirement. You don't need the software. Write 1 paragraph today describing a specific day in your life 20 years from now. Where you wake up, what you don't have to worry about. Give that person a face and a morning. Your brain funds people it can picture. Move 2, take the decision away from your present self entirely. Automate it. Money that moves to savings the morning you get paid never has to win a debate against your impulses, because there is no debate. This is why pay yourself first works and budgets fail. A budget asks present you to keep choosing the future over and over. Automation asks you to choose once. Move 3, shrink the horizon. Your brain won't sacrifice for 30 years from now, but it will compete for 30 days from now. So stop aiming at retirement and start aiming at the next $1,000. Near goals get the emotional brain playing on your side, and the long-term result takes care of itself, one short race at a time. Here's the takeaway. You were never bad at delayed gratification. You have a brain that treats your future self like a stranger in an economy that pays to keep it that way. Introduce the two of you, automate the handshake, and let time do the heavy lifting it has always been willing to do. If you want to know what happens when that same brain has a bad day in a credit card, watch our video on why you spend when you're stressed. It's the other half of this story. Subscribe because we're just getting started on the glitches that keep smart people broke. Take care of your wiring. The wallet follows.